everyone, this is me. I decided to do a video today even though I had a very long day at work because of the exciting news that we have in the Mo Dao Zu Shi fandom. For those of you who follow the manhua or the graphic novel, they released a new chapter today with some really juicy pictures, and I think it went far beyond the fandom's expectations because of censorship in the earlier chapters where they didn't even show the kiss on the Baifeng Mountain hunt. The official version that came out already blew the fandom's mind. And then the cherry on top was that the censored panels were leaked and they were pretty explicit and totally not safe for work. There were bare bodies and mouth-to-mouth kissing and biting and hickeys. Of course, the action between Lan Wangji and Wei Wuxian is something that the fandom enjoys so much. But to me, it was a little bit more than that. I do enjoy all their sexual tension and all these, frolicking that they have with each other. But what made me so happy was that this added another layer to the Mo Dao Zu Shi content that we already have, because I love this relationship so much between Lan Wangji and Wei Wuxian. And I feel that when you read the MXTX novel and then kind of enhance the experience with all the other content out there, you will see that their relationship has such tenderness and such misunderstanding, such angst, such deep love and loyalty. I mean, there are so many facets to their relationship, and part of the mesmerizing part of their relationship is this development, their obvious chemistry, but their misunderstanding, their physical interactions, but their inability to kind of reach each other in their minds. There is a lot of fan art and fan fiction that tends to isolate the sexual activity between the two of them, and that's well and good, but I think the story for me is so much more. So needless to say, this was a very happy day. And as if that wasn't enough, there was an announcement that Volume 2 of the physical manhua is going to be published in Taiwan. So the Taiwanese version is written in traditional Chinese. I have Volume 1 in Simplified Chinese, but it ends very early with Wei Wuxian and the youngsters on Dafan Mountain fighting, the dancing goddess. So it hasn't even got to the relationship between Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji yet. So I'm really looking forward to Volume 2. And I will continue to buy whatever volumes come out at whatever pace they come out at, because we are far, far, far from the bathtub scene or the end of the novel in the physical manhua. I entered the Mo Dao Zu Shi fandom through the Untamed, then I read the fan translation. I found the story so moving and romantic and compelling that I fell deep into the rabbit hole, and I just tried to get my hands on any content that I could out there. So today I thought I'd do a primer for those who are a little bit newer to the fandom and can't wait to get their hands on more content. The manhua first started in December 2017 and it continues to update weekly till now. It is published on Kuaikan Manhua, which is a Chinese web platform, and you do have to pay a small sum for the release of each chapter. It used to be officially translated on WeComics, which now ceases to exist. I think the manhua is also unofficially translated by fans on some other sites, which you can kind of Google. The translations are of varying qualities, but if you can't read it in Mandarin, I suppose it's better than nothing. So Mo Dao Zu Shi has two official animated series. So the first is the animated version called The Founder of Diabolism. Season 1 started airing in July 2018, and Season 3, which is the final season, was completed in October 2021. There is also an animated Q version or Chibi version, which is really cute but not really canon, but very fun to watch, and that started in July 2020 and it ended in February 2021, and there are 30 episodes. So both these animations can be found on Tencent's channel on YouTube with English subtitles. There's also an audio drama that ran from June 2018 to November 2019, and it was by Polar Penguin Studios and it was streamed on Mauer FM or missevans.com, and it's in Mandarin, and there are versions of it on YouTube where fans have put in the English subtitles. And this is a really lovely version of Mo Dao Zu Shi, because a lot of the scenes that didn't make it to the Donghua or to the Untamed for censorship reasons made it to the audio drama. And I have a copy of the box set audio drama, which I really love to listen to. I've read that in 2019 there was also an audiobook that was streamed on Ximalaya, and it was voiced by Zhang Zhen, who played Jiang Fengmian, Jiang Cheng's father, in the Untamed. I haven't been able to listen to it yet, but I will get to it at some point. And then of course we must talk about the live action drama The Untamed, which came out in 2019 and which propelled Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo to fame as Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji. I mean, this is a wonderful drama. I've seen it like 35 times, and I'm really not kidding. I love it so much that sometimes, you know, when I'm going about doing other things, I actually have it running in the background, and then I'll take a closer look when it gets to my favorite scenes. So The Untamed is available on Netflix and on WeTV's channel on YouTube with English subtitles. So The Untamed, interestingly, started as a 50-episode drama, but because of the explosion of the Wangxian ship, they actually cut it into a 20-episode special version that focuses only on the development of the Wangxian relationship. There are a few differences in the scenes, but nothing really significant. But you know, you can watch both and see which one you like better. Because of the popularity of the Untamed, there were even more spin-offs in terms of content. So behind me you can see this box set, which has the official Untamed or Chen Qingling photobook, and it's got in it a lot of details about the actors, the characters, the full set of costumes for Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji, details about the different sects, about the different locations, buildings, weapons, household equipment. I mean, it's really very comprehensive and very interesting, and this is still available for sale from the Chen Qingling website. And the musical soundtrack by Ling Hai was just unparalleled. I mean, this is the most beautiful music that he wrote for the drama, and the soundtrack was also released as a box set, which you can see up here. The full soundtrack is also available on Spotify, and I'm sure many other music platforms out there. Until today, it is still one of my regular playlists. Every time I hear the opening strains of the Wangxian theme, Hu Ji, it makes my heart flutter, and it brings back all the good memories of watching The Untamed. Back here, I also have another book also issued by Tencent after the popularity of the Untamed and the Donghua that has more details about the show. There's also a Chen Qingling mobile game in the works, and it's really based off the Untamed. The voices, the music all come from that show, and it is supposed to be released this year, 2022. So that's some new content for us to look forward to. So all these different versions of Mo Dao Zu Shi have made me fall in love with the story again and again and again. And each type of content that I come across really adds to my understanding and enriches my experience of this story that I love so much. So you might be wondering why I haven't mentioned the most obvious thing yet, which is the books. So the original Mandarin publication of Mo Dao Zu Shi as physical books came out in 2018, and I believe it was issued under the title Wu Ji, or Unrestrained. And since then, the novel has been translated into Korean, Thai, Vietnamese, Russian, Japanese, Burmese, Hungarian, English, German, and Brazilian Portuguese. So I have the traditional Chinese Taiwanese version, and of course volume 1 of the official English translation published by 7 Seas. So why did I leave the books to the last? Those of you who are not new to my channel will know that I have issues with the 7 Seas version of Mo Dao Zu Shi. I love this story so much. I just want the best for it. And when I read the original fan translation by Kay on Exile Rebel Scanlations, which is no longer there, I really enjoyed the book. It brought the story to life for me and really enhanced my understanding of the full story outside of whatever was cut into the Untamed. I thought that the book would be the thing I loved the best about Mo Dao Zu Shi. I had such high hopes for this novel, and I thought it would take me to a higher plane in my enjoyment of the novel content. But sadly for me, it hasn't happened. It's not taken me to a higher plane. Sometimes I think it's taken me to a different planet. And maybe it's not fair. Maybe I had unrealistic expectations, and disappointment is a terrible thing to have to deal with. I was doing a novel read-through of The Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, which I have now stopped, and I have explained why in my community post. And since I decided not to do the read-through, I find that I have no motivation to pick up the book to continue reading it because somehow the language doesn't speak to me, it doesn't sing to me, it doesn't capture for me what Mo Dao Zu Shi was all about. But I can't keep bellyaching about this forever. So I'm cautiously placing my bets on Volume 2 that the language will be a lot better after fans have given so much feedback. So I'm crossing my fingers that that will happen. So I hope that you've enjoyed this Mo Dao Zu Shi content primer. So I'll put all the links in the description box below in case you want to check them out. Thank you very much for watching. Till next time, take care and stay safe everyone. Bye!